you hear the prayer of the children abandoned me in the shadow of an unknown room? Empty eyes with no more tears to cry, turning heavenward toward the light, crying, Jesus, help me to see the morning light of one more day. But if I should die before I wake, I pray my soul to take. Can you feel the hearts of the children aching for home, for something of their very own, reaching hands with nothing to hold on to, but hope for a better day, a better day.
Thank you for taking a few minutes to learn about Vivakids. Our vision here is simple. We want to take care of the basic needs of children around the world with a foundation of education and personal development. Every child has the right to those basic needs and a message of hope, and our focus here is to give that hope. So how did the vision of Vivakids begin? For me, it started about 17 years ago when I moved to Ukraine as a missionary. It was there I began to learn the joy of serving others. Fortunately, a few years later, I met my lovely wife, Anne Marie. We spent 5 years together in beautiful South America, in the mountains, in a place called Mérida, Venezuela. Following that, we spent several years together in Mexico as well. During this rich life experience, we developed a passion of the heart, the underprivileged children of the world. And in 1998, we had the privilege of coming here for the very first time to this very same spot. This is called La Esperanza, the Village of Hope. We started with one small building and a handful of children, and now we've grown it to over 150 kids, where they receive education and their basic needs and a message of hope every single day. When we first started here about a decade ago, the only building that was here at La Esperanza was this building here. We've since been a hand in rebuilding that and have built several other buildings here for the school. And about 17 years ago, I met Dan Gower, and we served together in the Ukraine, and we've been working together ever since. And Dan and his family still are here in the Dominican Republic working and running the Vivakids operation. So Dan, tell us a little bit about the continued work that we've been part of here in the DR.
Like you said, we've been here for just over 10 years, and we just continue to support the work that they do here in the community with the kids. They have 150 kids here. That work involves computer training, teaching English as a second language. It involves teaching kids reading and writing. As we're stepping into the building, this is their school. Right in here, these are some computers that we brought on a Cargo of Hope freight container that we brought and we're able to bring to them. We have some sewing machines over there that they teach a trade to the women in the community. So it's just been a privilege for us to support the work that this center is doing in this community and these children.
The vision of Vivakids is to partner with the nationals that have the true heart and long-term passion for the kids. And Mercedes could not be a finer example of that, of all the children's centers that we work with. And she often shares the needs, and when we're able to meet those needs, it's a blessing to us. But most recently, and I know this from the story, her history, she's gotten 5 motorcycle accidents from taking taxis in and out of Esperanza every single day for 12 years. And recently we were able to give her a car and present that to her from Mr. Gagliotti and Vivakids. And can you just tell us, Mercedes, what that car means to you, to your family, and to this organization?
Yes, the car means special things for us. It's a blessing, very big blessing, because we have 5 accidents in the motorcycle coming here, and now we have car. It's a blessing for us. Thank you to be back here.
Welcome to San Pedro. This is Dr. Nadio, and he runs this beautiful children's center here where we have 150 children now? 150 children?
150, sí.
150, 150 children here. And this is a brief introduction of his work. He's been working here since 96, no?
Comenzamos en el 95, año 1995.
In 1995 they started this work, and I arrived here about 8 or 9 years ago and met this wonderful gentleman, and we're just proud with Vivakids to be a part of it.
You know, as great as this is for the kids, I think it's just as big a blessing for us, and it's a two-way street in a way it touches your heart, and you can just see when you bring the distributors down here and the people who are supporting, you know, Vivakids and eXfuze, you know, it just really makes an impact on your life. You're just so glad to be here, and it's a good dose of reality, and these are the treasure of this world. It's kids.
We are at Villa Bendición in Santo Domingo, and we're at a beautiful orphanage where, for us, something very special happened in 1998 during our first visit here. We met this precious girl, Esther, and our connection with her was very strong. And during our time here, a seed was planted in our heart through this little girl to start Vivakids. And now at this orphanage, over 100 children are loved and nurtured and cared for and educated all the way through university. And this is one of the places that we have in our hearts to really help.